folks, and welcome back to Airport CEO. I think this is going to be our last one for the time being. I've done a few things to help the flow of the airport overall, but mainly I was just trying to save up money because I want to build a whole nother terminal down in this area and just see how that works. I don't honestly know how it's going to work or function or do any of the things. Let's talk about the changes we made. First off, we put a catering depot here along with a vehicle depot so we can service these planes a little quicker. We also put a trash area out here. We added on some more de-icing for the larger planes. So since we now have 7 of these things set up, we need more than just 2 de-icing places. It was causing big problems. What else? We added a large hangar. And then we added a lot of taxiway stuff. And my idea here was, well, I should say, I went back. This one now is accepting only medium aircraft, and only large aircraft are now using just this runway. We only have 7 large gates, so it shouldn't be a big deal to service 7 large airplanes on that. And these guys are getting a little funky with all the stuff going on. So kind of tried to sort that out a little bit and get that going there. We added some more early departure stuff here. We had 1, but we have a second one now, so that the short planes landing can get off more easily and dump onto the other things. But the idea here is that we have this, it flows out and has to go down this way or over here and then down. This is a one-way going off to the left, and then anybody leaving can come out and go that way. I'm just trying to stop planes from stacking up because that was a major problem previously. We'd have planes just sitting at the end here waiting to leave, and they couldn't because we didn't have anywhere for them to go. They're sitting on planes. It's particularly... Ooh, hold on. Look at that. I got that jacked. Okay, I'm sorry. I got distracted. It was fun. But what I was saying was here that come the icing time, it's pretty busy around this area, so I tried to alleviate that with this one up here. You can see all of our de-icing trucks are off, and there goes our Concorde off on its way. In the meantime here, this causes problems. Like, that's not a desirable outcome for anything, but it's what we have. But yeah, the spacing on here is not correct. Like, these are too close to each other to really be able to function properly, but I'm out of space. I can't really do anything, and I'm not reconfiguring all this because that would take forever. I should, in theory, shut all this down, and in theory, I could actually open up another, like, shut this down as a runway, open up another terminal over here, and run small planes and remote stands. So I am not doing that, but I could if I wanted to, which is always a fun possibility. But I think that encompasses most of the major changes that I made, and I also added this little guy right here, so the passengers can go inside, catch their moving escalator over, and then go in, because this walkway is massive. I should, in theory, create 2 terminals, so this should be Terminal 1 and Terminal 2, but from my understanding of how that works is you not only have to capture the terminal and its gates, we have to capture all of the passenger services. So that doesn't only mean like our bus drop-offs and taxis and all that stuff. It also means the parking, and I'm just not going to do that. I'm sorry. I have no desire to do that. So my thinking here is that we're going to put a runway right here going off to the left. We'll have our terminal be somewhere up here. We can try to get some additional bus parking over here if we need to. I don't know if we do or not. And then we'll go in and build some remote stands. I've also never built remote stands, so I don't know what all we need, but let's go in and get rolling here. So we're going to get a medium asphalt runway. It's going to go... Let's have it go this... Well... Let's have it go this way, because I think that makes more sense with how all of our other airport operations are going. And then we'll grab on these bad boys. Bam, bam. Smack you in there. Bam, bam. Smack you in there. All right. And then as far as taxiways go, I'm going to keep that there. I'm not going to do anything with that quite yet. So this is going to be where the planes are landing coming this way, so they need to come in and go out. And then this is where they're going to be arriving at. So I'm trying to decide. Let me back up here real fast. What I did was widen these so that we can have planes going both ways on here. And what I'm trying to decide, if I want to make a really big wide taxiway so planes can go left or right, wherever they need to go on there, or do I simplify and just kind of have that one pathway, which I'm leaning towards because this is not a complicated part of the airport, and I'm more leaning towards that. So 3, 4. So now I can go down 5. There we go. We'll do all... Oh, look at... It's like I planned it. Okay, that works. And then basically what I want to do is I'm going to open this up here. We're going to put in remote stands going all the way down here, and then they'll dump back onto this. I still need to provide services and all the things that we need for this. It's going to be a haul. So there may be parts of this video, I don't know. I don't plan these things out. I just kind of play and see what my brain leads me to, which is usually a very dangerous situation here. But what I may do is just fast forward parts of this, as some parts of this are just not going to be that interesting most likely. So we may have to fast forward parts, and that's totally fine. I'm cool doing that. But let me go in here. We're going to get rid of all of this area for now. We'll build it back at some point. But I need to have entryway for our services, mainly baggage and fuel. I'm not planning on providing like a full turn down of services in here. So we'll do that. And then once we have that part set up, we can figure out what the heck we're doing. But let's go in here. You can see we're up to almost 500 staff, and we're short by like a lot of people. It's crazy. All right, so in here, I need to have, no, it's over here. There we go. Our gate. So it's gonna be like that. Okay, cool. That's what I was hoping for, that I could just smack that right on there. Maybe I'll move it up one just so there's some separation from that, but I think that looks good. And again, I don't really have a plan here. I'm playing with stuff, trying to see what I can come up with, because I've never made it this far in this game. So we'll see what happens here. All right, so then I need to build on some sidewalks. Boom, ba-dum, ba-dum. And I'm not going to go crazy with sidewalks because I want there to be buses that can go in here as well. So I'll build on the bus stops here. 1, 2, 3. Look at our car parking. Let's see, where's that supposed to go? Okay. 1, 2. And then we'll get a taxi stop in here. Just one, I think, will be fine. We're not going to be servicing a lot of aircraft at this one. All right, then we can get this going there. Put that going there. And I'm generally happy with how that's laid out, I think. I don't really know. I don't know what I'm doing. But I like how fast we're building all this stuff out. And while we're waiting for that, look at all the big planes. I love having the big planes. They go in, gonna go in here, getting psh, see, psh, do their thing. I don't know if these guys up here are being super active right now or not. And I'm trying to think what else I did. Oh, I also bought some new fuel trucks. So inside here, you're going to see the big old fuel trucks that are the Maverick ones, the big fuel truck. See, look at the big fuel truck. The reason for that is these larger planes pull out a ridiculous amount of fuel. And usually I've seen like an A380 needs 3, sometimes 4 of these smaller fuel trucks to go in and fuel them up. So I'd rather provide this one with the bigger fuel truck, because you see it's at 100%, and it will go down pretty darn quick. It's going to take a lot of fuel for this, and this is the bigger fuel truck, so it has a lot more capacity than the small ones, and you can see it's already pulled out. It's going to pull out like half of it. You see the 747 just go around? Oh, it's going to pull out over half. There's a 747 on the ground, folks. Is that what is that? A3 or A2? Yeah, A340. That's what I was going to say. Okay. But look at this thing. That pulled out from 100% all the way down to 16%. That's wild. I also can't remember if I did this last time or if I played... Oh, this had to be something I did offline here. I built this thing out as well. The previous area we had was just getting too congested, so we added on a new terminal area with lots of room for expansion, and we're just going with it. YOLO it, and hopefully it'll be fine. The rest of it, I'm real happy with. Like, I really, really, really dig the rest of this. My plan was for this to stop happening, but you can see they're at least out of the way. So that guy turns, and I guess this one's going to follow, and then these two planes can skedaddle and do their thing. There we go. So this runway is going to get used, but not too much. Ooh, look at this guy. See, that's like a Concorde. I think this is the Russian one, the Tu-144. I believe that's like the Russian Concorde. It had that extra wing on the front, which the name is escaping right now. I apologize. But I think that's what it was. And you can see the regular Concorde is there. So we also reconfigured that Oh, no, it doesn't have to go that way. Okay. Well, it should. It's supposed to have to go that way and around, but that's fine. I'm not super worried about that. But I don't like that, like, that plane is holding up this and that. No, no, no. That can't happen. All right. So this bad boy is about there. It's only going to be medium aircraft, and it's only going to accept that stuff. Now, the next step we need to do is we need to figure out how to do remote stands and all of the fun that requires. I don't know what it does. I don't know how it works. We're going to figure it out together. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're going to go in here and grab some medium stands. These are all going to be remotes. So 1, sure. Yes, yes. Parking is medium. 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, that's all I'm putting in for now. Mainly because, again, I don't know what I'm doing. And I think it's a lovely way to end off our airport's time together by doing all of the things I don't know how to do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fantastic. That's all going to go in there like so. We'll have to get all of that going up and over. We'll eventually connect that back into the main taxiway there. I suppose I could have moved all this down. I just had this go up and move some of that space. Oops, rotated by accident. There we go. All right, and can I fit another one in there or no? That's the other question I have. Oh, I can do it. Look at that. It's like I knew what I was doing all along. I didn't know what I was doing. But that should work out fine. I guess I should put on more fencing, huh? So I'll go in and do that. Just make sure there's no critters around our airport here. Put all of that into place. And sure, that works. I think. Again, this is giving us error messages because it's not connected to any of the other service roads. I will have to figure that out eventually here, but I need to figure out the rest of this as well. So we're going to build in a terminal. That terminal, I guess, is going to exist here. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. So we'll figure it all out together. But let's go in and get the rest of the aircraft services that we'd like to offer on these, which I'm going to get. I guess we'll get a medium one. It doesn't really matter, I don't think, but I kind of like the look of the medium one as opposed to the other one, so I'll put that in there. And then I'll have to add on a couple of, just one, I think, for now. All right, and then I'll have to figure out baggage and all that other stuff here real soon, but that's kind of the start of it. I guess I need to delete those because those don't need to be there. And then eventually, that service road is going to need to connect out. There, and then there is where it's going to eventually lead to. The next step is going to be tougher. Mainly, again, because I have no idea what I'm doing. But I'm going to have to put in baggage claim stuff here. And probably 2 of them, I think. Can I just do it along here? That's a possibility. Let's see what that looks like. All right, so let me get rid of these guys there and that one there. Are we getting lots of fencing built? Is that what all they're? Yeah, they're all running over to the fencing. Okay. We're gonna build a second story, obviously, because we were gonna need that. Although I don't know if it really makes sense to do that. I guess I have to, because this building is not going to be big enough to service what we have. And we're getting lots of flight delays. I'm going to assume most of that is due to congestion at, yeah, I see we start getting big backlogs here. So eventually I'd like to reconfigure, like there's a lot of things I'd do differently if I were to play this again. But I'm also like, we can't have that happening. Like, that's terrible. But I really like watching all the planes go and do their thing. Like, it's fine. And oh, that was beautiful. Did you see that simultaneous setup there? That was gorgeous. Look at it. It's beautiful. All right, but we got all that going in. Our fences are slowly getting put into place. So these guys are all D. So these are going to be E1, E2, E3, E4, and E5. Oh, I also need to get a whatchamacallit? What is it even called? The this thing. Yeah, we need one of these still. So I'm gonna put that. Guess I'll put it over here. I don't think it's gonna hurt us there, so that's where I'm gonna put it for right now. We have the parking lot below. We have that going above. We'll need to put in some baggage services. We're gonna start off with just the one, I think. So I'm gonna put it there. So I'm gonna delete from there to there, I believe. And I should be able to get my baggage thingy-majiggy in there. It has to be placed in a secure area. Okay, that's not a problem. That's something I can get behind. So I'll run that secure area all the way through there. Not security, we want baggage. And in theory, I want to put another one like right next to it. Because this can service, they have a certain amount that they can service. And then we can kind of figure out what we can do from there. But we're just going to put in the one for now. And then we'll figure out what we're doing. Oh God. We got lots of problems. And you can see, this is where... Oh God. All right, is this one open for... All right, that's only for arrivals. So in theory, I could set this one up to be for departures as well, which I might do at some point, or have it be for arrivals and departures. And maybe just lighten the load up a little bit on this runway because we're getting absolutely destroyed in that area. Like, what is that plane doing? What are you doing? All right, let's start clearing out some of this backlog because this is a disaster. Take a look at our settings here. Oh, we only have one that's backed up. Too bad, but my God. Mistakes were made, folks. Also, I will say the game is not super well optimized to handle the amount of aircraft that I'm running through here right now and the pathfinding and all that. I should also take a look. If you right-click on one of these, you can set for one-way, two-way. You can set for small, medium, large aircraft. You can also set arrivals and departures. So you really have a lot of control that I did not fully realize. So there's a lot more I could do with all this if I was smarter about this game. So the other thing I'm going to do, I think, is we're going to put a tunnel going down. See, what I want to do is I want to connect this to that just so that we have a continual area that they're running in. Because we're going to get error messages here forever if we don't. So I need to figure that out because you can see there's trash trucks that are having some problems. So let's figure that part of this out real fast. And the problem is that we just have, I don't know where I can really put that to be working the way that I want it to work. So we're going to ignore it for now, like all good people do. We'll just ignore our problems and we'll come back and face them later. But I'll probably put a drop down somewhere over here and have it come up. I don't know where. God help us. All right. Let me just take a look and see what that looks like. These are all things I don't think about before I start building stuff. I just kind of do things, and then I'm like, oh, there's problems with what I wanted to do. So let me see here. Service tunnel down and can never fit in there. Put it all the way out there, which is fine. Actually, that could work out. Because this is going to run into that. We could put that right there, I suppose. Yeah, that will work. And then I need my service tunnel that comes up. And where, oh, where can I put that in? Oh, I can put it right there. And look at that. But this is not a service road yet. We have to get it to the service road. All right, I'll put that right there. And then we'll connect set ideas here. Service road's going to go there. Fantastic. I don't know exactly where the service road's going to go, but I know it's going to go somewhere. Oh, did I built that backwards, didn't I? I don't think we need... no, we do need that. Alright, it's going to connect there, so I just need to bring the service road farther up. And my computer is not thrilled with me right now. And I built that backwards. Poopy pants. Poopy, poopy, poopy pants. Alright, so the downward tunnel needs to go that way. And this guy's coming where? Okay, that one's fine. We don't need these. Get rid of that. Oh yeah, that's a big old plane. Again, that's a nice livery. I like it. Alright, and then we know we need the service tunnel going downward. Get that in there. Okay. There's so many things to do. And alas, so little time to get them done. All right, so that's one of those areas. This is all going to be baggage claim for the most part, I think. And then they'll head upstairs. I'm trying to think of the best way to do this. They're going to have to head upstairs to go get checked. If I can do... I have so many decisions I need to make, and I don't know how to make them. All right, so let's go back here. Let's get the doors and all that stuff built out just so I don't lose my freaking mind here. All right, so we're going to add all of that on. And then I want to see where the medium parking is going to take us on this end of things. Oh boy, okay, so it's going to be there. Okay, so it's going to come all the way out to the top. All right, so when I do this, I need to make my service road up. They're going to have it come all the way across. The shuttle bus, I guess that would be in airport operations. It's going to be there-ish. So it needs 2 spaces. Okay. Then we have more shuttle shenanigans that are going to come down there. And all of this is just going to get removed. Because we need a fence. Like, you can't have... just can't happen right there. Oh, yeah, I need to fix this too. Oh my God, I built this wrong again. God help us. I am very frustrated with myself right now. All right. I'll get it figured out. I apologize deeply. Just, again, I'm not really sure what I'm doing here, so I just need to kind of concentrate for a second and figure my life out here. All right, so get the concrete asphalt stuff. Yeah, that looks all well and good. I like the look of that. All right, I might put the security room that scans all this stuff underground just to save some space. Oh, I can't. Oh, that provides problems. Oh, we're so screwed. Okay. Let's at least get a functional setup here, and then we can deal with all the details down the road. But let's just try to get something remotely functional actually doing its thing here. All right, so I'm going to build in... should have fences going across this whole thing. Coming down. Yeah, look, you should not have free access right to the... It's okay. It's not a security concern at all. All right. I want a tunnel. I just want it to go down. That's all I want. It's going to do that. It's going to come down. Okay. That looks good. That part I think we have set. So we're going to do that. And it's going to go underground. We have that. And then that should connect this gate with the rest of them. After we do that, we still have to figure out all of the remote stuff. I don't know how to work it, so we'll figure it out. It's going to be a lot of stuff. And how many flights are we up to? We're up to 139 flights. See, like, we're getting crushed. What is this place making? Like, they made more money in this place. Yeah, they made $6 million in that spot. They love me. Because we're only on day 12 of year 10. So in 10 years, and they haven't been there the whole time either. You can see that we're getting backed up again. I'm not sure where our backup's coming. But we definitely have some backups happening. All right. Let's series up here and figure out what we're going to be doing to get all of this functioning the way that it's supposed to. So because we have our parking lot underground, that means most of our first level services are going to be really just to set up. I'm trying to figure out how to do this properly. Because originally I was just going to bring like a tunnel underground so we could have our stands out there and do all, but that's not going to work. So I got to figure that part out. And then we'll call it a day. All right, so let's slow the game down a little bit here. We're going to connect. So bam, 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 bam. You're all going to connect to that one. Okay. What else do you need? Baggage claim is connected. They don't have or a baggage bay, but not a baggage thing there. All right. Accepts domestic. We need a boarding desk, departure desk, arrival runway, all of that. Okay. That part's not a big deal for the arrival runway and getting all of the other pieces set up. So what we're going to do, my friends, we're going to build a nice little wall. In there. And then this is all going to be in service here to the next step. So, see, I need a security area here. Just going to do a small one because I just want there to be enough for our... this is just for our people. 1, 2, 3. And then we need an exit. So there's 4. All right. This whole area. This spot. And this. And that little line there. And that. All right. That's all going to be secure zone. This is all going to be stuff that's just for staff. Okay. Then I should be able to put on a really small little security spot there. Boom. And a security exit. Boom. So I'm going to have some escalators and elevators going upstairs over here. This is going to be a baggage bay. I think we're only going to put one of these in because I don't think I can actually fit another one in. Then I'm going to have to put a little thin area. So the check-in desk will be up here, but they're going to have to go downstairs to board the buses to get over to that. I think that will work. We'll find out. But I think that will do what we needed to do for now. And this one is just for employees. Who are you? Well, how did you possibly get there? All right, so I want to slow the game down again here. Let's go in and figure this all out. So 1, 2, 3, and oh, I clicked that in the wrong spot. It bothers me. I think 3 is actually going to be enough, and then we'll put our elevators. Boom, boom, boom. All right, I need to put in another wall here. And that wall is going to exist in that area. Now that is only going to be, it's not going to be a staff zone. That's going to be secure, but not a staff secure area. When we go upstairs. All right, so those are going there. So our check-in desk is going to be in this area. Then we can drop them down. They can go into this area, I think is how I want that to work. This is hard. I don't know if that's going to work. I might have to do my check-in spots. No, I can make it work. Okay. I got a plan here. All right. So our check-in spots will be upstairs here. Just need to put it over that. All right. So go back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then what's going to happen is the baggage conveyors are going to go straight out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then I should be able to drop them down. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then when we go downstairs, you can see they're on the other side. Fantastic. That's what I wanted. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're all going to go down that way. And that needs to go into there. And then the magic or the difficulty is going to be this next part. Because we go downstairs here, see that this is going to be our outbound one. This is going to be our inbound one. So inbound's not a big deal. We can solve that problem pretty quickly. Outbound is a little bit more difficult. Although we should be able to just send this up here. I think that's what I'm going to do. So that's going to get sent up. That will go there. We can do that. And then I can send it back down. Or do I need to send it down? Don't necessarily need to send it back down. I will. Because I'm going to expand this area out to be the baggage claim, I think. And that should work better overall. All right, then we can put in all of our security shenanigans here. And hopefully get this thing rolling. One, two, three, 4, 5. Here we go. All right, that's all well and good. So that's going to go there. We'll get this one on. Bam. Bam. Nope, nope, nope. I just want to build some baggage, folks. That's all I'm asking to do. That will go there. That will go there, and then we'll get the cargo annihilator thingy, whatever that's called. All right. Again, this airport runs very nicely when it's not icy out. If it's icy, we have problems. But I think it's like, I don't like that we have stuff like that where they can enter there and go down. That should not happen. And then we also have problems like that where it should not happen either. But the game can only game so hard. All right, why are you possibly going that way? How did that happen? How did that happen? No. No matter what, that has to be a one-way going up. And hopefully that will solve some of our problems there. Look at all these big old planes. It's a train of them. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, and there's number 7. So it's 7 stalls, or excuse me, we have 8. There's 5 here and 3 there. That's 8 last time I checked. But yeah, that's a lot. Oh look, and that finally finished. So I did do that hot mess right, finally. All right, we just need to figure out the rest of this stuff. All right, so what's your problem here? All right, so then baggage came back down. We're going to bring that over here. And let me make just a nice little simple belt area. And I know I have a bazillion pop-ups happening right now. I'm just not caring about them. All right, so we're gonna dump them into there. All right. It's not going to be the prettiest thing in the world, but it will work, I think. We'll get our medium plants. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Build a nice little wall here. Do all of that. This is no longer going to be a staff zone. It's also no longer going to be a secure zone. But it is going to be a baggage claim area. Hooray, us. I should be able to remove that. And you see we have a maximum of 12 connections. We're up to 7 already. So we're going to do 8 medium stands, 2 large, and 5 small. Okay. So we can play with that and maybe make these guys here. Maybe we can open this up to small aircraft as well. So we'll have our mediums, and then up here will be our small. I don't really know what's going on. All right. So we have all of that going. This area is doing its thing. Oh, I should probably connect all of these, right? 2, 3, 4, 5. They're all going to connect downstairs to that one. They're not giving me any problems. Just what I want to see. We'll build the queues out for all of this. I know I went longer with that one. I'm sorry. Cool. All right. Great. That's our check-in area. After that, we need to have a wall. They're going to go through security over here, and then there's going to be a drop-down area to go down to that area, I think. And we'll figure all of the things out. So let me go in here and figure out where exactly that's at. So I'm going to go upstairs, build the wall there. That at least gives me an indication of where all the things are happening at. We'll build a wall here, going down to that area. And then this whole area here is going to be secure. This is going to be a little staff zone, I guess. And the computer is freaking out. That's okay. But then we can go over to security. A large one. Okay, so we'll get those in there. We just need to, fill out the rest of this. I'm going to do 2 for that, I guess. We could have a third in there. I'm not going to right now, but we could fit a third if we need it. And then we'll put that there. All right. And then I just need to put in some escalators. So there's 1, 2, 3. Do I want to do a 4th? Okay. So that's that. Let's figure out what the heck we need for these airside shuttle thingy-majiggies. So the thing I don't know right now is, can I go in here and where's that? There it is. Can I do something like this? And I honestly, truly do not know the answer to this question. But if I can do that, I'm going to be a very happy person. So I'm going to try putting a door there. I'm going to do a large door. It's a walkable area. Okay, that's a plus. And then I need to put in... I know I don't have enough cars yet for all this, but I want to put in the service vehicle. Yeah, that thing. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay. So in theory, what I'm thinking I can do is I can build on a whole nother ramp of these and get them all set up. I'm going to need to buy vehicles now. So let's go to buy, turn that off, transportation. I want 5 of those. 5 of those. 5 of those. We're going to need fuel trucks. I'm going to only order 3 of those for now. And I'm going to need to put another one of these in because we need more places for cars to park. My goodness. This is a lot. Like, this is getting to the point where my brain is not working. So I'm going to be stopping here in the near future because this is hurting my head. All right, we got all the new products arriving. They're all going to go to our original depot, which is totally fine. So what do you not have? Arrival runway? No. Boarding desk. Oh, that's right. I still need to build all that stuff. Okay. So the next step is to go in. We have our check-in desk. So 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3. Not doing the job that we need to do yet. That's fine. Guess we'll do it on both sides. Why not? All right. Those should be able to be connected over. I need to make this a staff room. We'll put some seating and stuff in there in a sec. We will need to add in bop and bop. Flooring wise, I don't know. Let's go. Let's go with this weird color. That's all of our guest accessible areas. Got that over here. We'll go with the white marble. Sure. Down here will also be the white marble kind of colors. All right, that one's totally functional and working. These guys just need to be connected. So 1, 2, oh, I can't connect multiples of those. These guys I can connect. We're going to try all of this as just one stand and see if we can actually get it to be functional. 3, 4, 5. All right, that's all there. Let's build our service road. Go down that way. While that's all happening, we need to get stair trucks moved over here. Service cars need to get moved over there. I really wish there was a way to do this more quickly. So I'm going to have the top one be for all of the aircraft related services, and the bottom one is going to be for any passenger based services. Oops, I already messed that up. And I already don't remember what I offered here. All right, so we got stair trucks, buses. We need more buses, right? Or do we have everything? Maybe we have everything. If we do, that's great. So all the stair trucks have made their way in there. We need to buy on a few more baggage trucks. Oh, and I need some belt loaders too. All right, and I forgot that I can assign the stair trucks. They don't have to go there. I can assign them out to the individual spots. Oh, I can assign a bus to a thing there? Cool. All right, I need to find the rest of my buses. So where did all my buses go? Nothing there. Nothing there. How about over here? Nothing there. Nothing. I need some pushback trucks too, don't I? Where the heck did my buses go? I did order 5, right? Or did I just misclick? Because that's a very possible option. All right, so let's add some more buses here real fast. Transportation. So we got stair trucks, cool. Now we're gonna leave the pushback trucks there for right now. Baggage truck. Two. Three. 4. 5. Fantastic. Uh-oh, what do we got? The beeping sound is always not good. What do we got going on here? Dangerous baggage. That's not good. All right, there's nothing I can do about that right now. All right, and then shuttles we can get set up here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, I'm concerned here that we still have the no security checkpoint connected. I don't know how we do that part of this. That is connected to, okay. Take that and put that right there. Fantastic. This one is for the middle. So take that and go to the middle. You are connected to the 4th one, so bam, bam, connect you out to the 4th one. And that means you, my friend, are going to be connected to the last one there. All right, what we're also going to do real fast, because I neglected this earlier, is we'll build out across like that. All right, so that's going to be a one-way pathway. And that's going to be a one-way pathway. All right, and that should control all of the rest of that without really any problems. I'm still a little concerned about the security checkpoint not connected. So we go up here. Let's take a look at our zones. It's all secure. Cool. Oh, we need a security exit. That's why we don't have security connected. Okay, that's easy enough to solve. So, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, we're going to get rid of that. We'll put in what we need there, and then we should be in good shape, I think. I hope, I pray. We'll find out. And I don't like that our trucks are driving all over Kingdom Come right now. All right, so all that's there. Then we can go to security, get our secure exit. I have to make sure that's secure zone as well. And then security exit. 1, 2, cool. Let's go steal some seating spots here. All right, I'll move that misclicked one once we have a chance here. Nope, all that area. Yeah, we got a security notice. See that if you get that, you get fined $5,000 and your score takes a little bit of a hit, but that's fine. I suppose I should also copy and paste the bathroom from somewhere here. I always want to go to the paint one for whatever reason. All right, so we'll hold shift, select all of that, take it over here. Just gonna slap that in the back corner. Will it fit there? Not quite. Let's put that there. We'll go upstairs. Put one there. And then on this side, put that one there. All right. It still says not security checkpoint not connected. Is this a secure zone? It is. All right. Again, I don't really know what I'm doing, so let's just open one of these and just see what it does. Oh, sorry. We have to open the runway. All right, I'm going to close all of these. My bad. All right, we got that. We're going to open this one up now. Got that opened. Security checkpoint not connected. Yes, it is. All right, I'm just switching on bathrooms right now. And I really think that, okay. So what I'm going to do here, I delete just that little, oh, we have the runway there. I think we're kind of screwed here at this point, because, well, I don't know if it needs to be fenced in or not. When I go to secure areas, can I just make this secure area? Don't think that's how that works. I just don't know what I don't know at this point, and I need to come back and figure the rest of this out. But I think this is a fair stopping point for us. Maybe I'll come back at some point, but this is, I think, episode 15 or 16 of this series. We've gotten to the point where we got all of the planes. Look at this. Like, it's gorgeous. Like, I just love looking at all of the planes, do all the things. We have, I mean, it's not a good airport. Let's go with that. And I'd love to do a follow-up series at some point where I make an actually functional, proper airport that fits what I want it to be. But that's maybe a story for another time. But folks, that's going to wrap us up here for today and for the series for now. Thank you, as always, for joining me. I really do appreciate your time, and I hope to see you again. Thanks again. Bye-bye.